live in an age where the digital world is woven into the fabric of our daily lives. We wake up to our phones, scroll through endless feeds, get lost in the flashing lights of notifications, and often find ourselves overwhelmed like a ship caught in a storm, unable to find a moment of peace. The constant chatter of social media, the endless updates, and the noise of everyone's opinion can drown us, making it hard to hear our own thoughts. But what if there was a way to cut through all of this? What if you could still engage with the world, stay connected, and be present without losing your sense of peace? What if, amidst the case, there was a way to regain control of your mind? The answer lies not in avoiding the digital world, but in using an ancient philosophy to guide you through it. Digital Stoicism. It's the art of staying calm in the eye of the digital storm. In today's fast-paced world, we are constantly bombarded by information and stimuli. Every moment, a new notification pulls us in, demanding our attention. We're caught in the cycle of checking likes, scrolling through curated lives, and engaging in debates that often leave us feeling drained. Yet, there's an ancient philosophy, one that predates the internet by thousands of years, which can help us navigate this digital age with clarity and purpose. Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy, teaches us how to maintain inner peace in a world filled with distractions. Marcus Aurelius, one of Stoicism's most influential practitioners, reminds us that you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. In a time when the world outside can feel like it's spinning out of control, Stoicism offers us the tools to find balance, to stay grounded, and to stay at peace no matter how loud the digital world becomes. Imagine waking up in the morning. The first thing you do, grab your phone, you open up your social media apps, and suddenly you're swept away by an endless stream of images, updates, opinions, and messages. A picture of a friend's vacation, a news article about the latest political debate, a viral video that everyone is talking about. And with every scroll, you can feel your emotions rising. One moment you feel excited, the next moment frustrated, then maybe even anxious or jealous. It's like a roller coaster of emotions that you never signed up for. Yet you keep scrolling, hoping for something, anything, that will make you feel better, that will bring you peace. The Stoics, however, taught us that we don't have to be ruled by these external events. They believed in the power of detachment, the ability to distance ourselves from things that are beyond our control. Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This isn't about avoiding the digital world or disconnecting from social media entirely. It's about not letting these things dictate how we feel. It's about freeing ourselves from the need for constant validation or the compulsion to react to every update. By learning to step back, we can observe the world around us without being swept away by it. We don't need to respond to every notification or every post. Instead, we can create space between the stimulus and our response. And in that space, we can preserve our peace. Social media can be a force for connection, but it can also be a place where we lose ourselves. We compare ourselves to others, get caught in endless debates, and allow ourselves to be emotionally manipulated. But Stoicism teaches us that true peace comes from within. It's not the world outside that disrupts our peace. It's our attachment to it. When we detach, when we stop allowing ourselves to be dragged into the noise, we reclaim our mental space and focus on what truly matters. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. If we can learn to control our reactions, if we can stop the world from constantly pulling us in, we can find peace even in the chaos. In the age of social media, it can feel like we are constantly bombarded with things we can't control. Posts that upset us, comments that make us angry, people trying to push their agendas on us. The list is endless. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, to feel like we are losing control of our own lives. But the Stoics understood something profound about life. We cannot control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, wisely said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." How often do we spend time worrying about what others think of us, or obsessing over what might happen in the future? How often do we get upset about things we see online that don't even directly affect us? This is the trap of modern life. We give so much of our energy to things beyond our control, social media trends, the opinions of others, the latest viral sensation, that we forget the one thing we can always control, ourselves. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, wrote, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been." This is the essence of Stoicism applied to the digital age. In a world where everyone's voice is loud and opinions are everywhere, the Stoic mindset teaches us to pause before reacting. Instead of getting consumed by the noise, we can take a step back and decide how we want to engage. We can choose not to be disturbed by things we don't like or agree with. We can choose to detach from the opinions of others and stop seeking validation from external sources. The power lies in our response, not in the world around us. In practical terms, this might mean unfollowing accounts that bring negativity or anxiety into your life. It might mean setting boundaries for yourself around how much time you spend online. And it always means checking in with your emotional state, asking yourself, how is this making me feel? Is this something I can control? Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control the digital world, we can control how we engage with it. We can scroll mindfully, respond thoughtfully, and live in alignment with our values, not in reaction to the latest trend or the loudest voice. The challenge today is not to avoid social media or disconnect completely. We live in a connected world, and social media has become an important part of our lives. It's about finding a balance between engaging with the digital world and preserving our mental peace. So how do we do that? The first step is mindfulness. Instead of mindlessly scrolling, take a moment to pause. Reflect on what you're feeling, what's motivating your actions, and whether this is truly serving you. Are you reacting to something because it triggered you? Or are you engaging in a way that aligns with your values? Another important practice is intentionality. Stoicism teaches us to live with purpose. In the context of social media, this means choosing what we consume. It means setting boundaries and being intentional about the accounts we follow and the content we engage with. If something makes you feel anxious or inadequate, it might be time to unfollow or mute it. Follow accounts that inspire you, that align with your personal growth, and that bring you peace rather than stress. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with information, intentionality is key. Lastly, remember that peace comes from within. No amount of likes, comments, or shares can ever fill the void of inner contentment. As Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. If we want to find peace in this noisy world, we must cultivate a peaceful mind. It's not about the external world changing. It's about how we choose to respond to it. In the midst of a digital world that's constantly demanding our attention, Stoicism offers us a way out, a way to regain control of our minds and our lives. The next time you feel overwhelmed by the endless stream of updates and notifications, take a step back, breathe, reflect, and remember the words of Marcus Aurelius, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength.